Good morning, some, and those behind the screen. My name is Diana, a second year physiotherapy student, and let's begin this morning with our morning wake up session. We'll do some strength exercises, some stretching as well to enhance energy in our body. Let's begin first by standing on a mat. Hopefully, you have one. And what first we're gonna do is we're gonna raise ourselves up and down, uh, pushing from our heels. Start slowly and center your body a few times. A few more. And slowly lower the heels on the mat. And we continue with drawing circles with our ankle. So let the toes stay on the mat or on the floor and draw big circles and feel if there's any tension in the opposite side hip for the leg supporting the movement. Alternate the sides and do the same on the other leg. Hope your last week was great for everyone. And we can start this week by moving our body to go through all the tasks, meetings, and schedules that we have for this week. Very good. Then continue with drawing circles with your knee. And if that's too much, place your hands parallel to the floor and bring your knees up one by one. You can hold your hands in front of your belly, or you can also hold them parallel to the floor to support your balance. And for those who don't want to do circles, you can also hold the hands either in front of you to have the knees hit the hands, knees hit the hands. And for those who were doing circles, change the direction. So if you did the circles to the direction moving out, you can also change and do them inward. So from the side towards the midline. Make sure that the feet that hold you stays firmly on the ground. Very good. Then let's continue with slightly rotating our shoulders. You can also touch your hands with your fingertips on the top of your shoulders, opening the chest each time. Take deep breath in and out. If the tension on the sides of your neck is too high, start with one side few times and then change to the other arm. Listen to your body. It will lead the way. and both if possible. Now have both of your elbows open and bring one arm after the other in front. And once the elbows are in front, round your back a little bit. And then again, one by one, open the chest and bring the elbows backwards, towards your back. Bring them forward, round your back, and backwards, elbows open. Do this few more times, kind of like closing yourself like a box, but then opening, like wrapping a gift. Continue. One arm, the other arm, and opening as well. One and the other. I cannot see you, but I believe you're doing a great, great work for your well-being and for your body. Slowly release the arms, rotate shoulders backwards until head slowly to each side. We're going to continue with the movement in 3 levels. We've done this a few times before, and it goes that you stand firmly on the ground. You can bend your knees a little bit, and you can create like pulsating movement. Meanwhile, and first what we do, we're going to start with one arm. You rotate shoulder backwards, then you place the fingers on the shoulder as we now did in the movement. Open as well, and then open through the side with your arm having straight extended elbow. Then you change the side, fingers, elbow, and the whole arm. And when you do the third level with your arm straight, you can also follow the arm and look at its way. So let's begin gently by rotating shoulder, then elbow, and then the whole arm. And change sides each time. One more time per each side, and then let's move on to the next exercise. Very nice. Now, to follow, start to stand in the middle of the mat, and we will do movement, which will be mainly with our arms, and we're going to be, let's say, drawing arms to different directions. Here you have to have your elbows a little bit bent to support your moving. And the first thing we're going to do, we're going to bring our right arm to left side like 45 degrees, then the left one to the right side, and the first level is done. We continue with bringing the arm parallel to floor, and we ourselves are pulling ourselves a little bit with the arm. And then the other side. And finally, bend forward to your feet with the opposite arm and change the sides. And slowly come up. Let's begin by bending the knees and 45 degrees, both sides parallel to the floor. And then touch the toe. And each time you can raise the heel to create the movement more flowing. Very good. It's like you're doing high five with someone when you're uh, flexing the arm. High five, parallel to floor. Few more times. Hope you're doing very good. And the last one. And slowly through round back, come back. Rotate your shoulders backwards. Very nice. Then we continue. And here, if you have a mat, it will be perfect that you stand on one end so that the whole mat is still ahead of you. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna cross our arms and we're gonna walk on the mat forward and then change and go backward. But for this, what you need first is you need to bend one knee and the other one has to be straight with one step a little bit forward. So let's say you take half a step as long as your legs allow you to. And we're gonna slowly bend the other knee. This leg remains straight. You're gonna bend yourself slowly until you start to feel a nice stretch in the back of your calves. And we do it like walking. So you feel the stretch, hold it a little bit, let's say 1 to 2 seconds. Hold it and slowly come up and take the next step with the other leg. I can feel a good stretch. And continue with doing this. For those who started already, go until the other end of the mat. You're doing great. And here, we can also do it backwards. So meaning that we place the step and we bend into the knee. Very important, keep your back straight during this movement. You can either push with your fingers a little bit to your shoulders, so you remember to keep your upper back straight as well. Let's do at least one more time. So start slowly with placing step forward and flex the fingers here and bend forward as bringing your forehead closer to the toes. This one is a good exercise for the lower back and of course for creating a stretch down in the calf muscles. Go forward and backward. And once you've come to the end of the mat, in your starting position, you can relax your arms a little bit. But what I invite you to do now is a little bonus task for you. We're gonna do the same movement, but this time with each step, think about something that you want to work towards to during this week, maybe during this day, during Monday, and really take your time doing the movement slowly and either visualize or think or hear how you would want it to go step by step, because small steps in the long run create a great result. Let's begin by bending the knee. And actually, let's start with placing the step. Toes up. And start to slowly go towards the toes. And think about what you want to achieve during week or today, step by step. And once you've come to the end of math, this time turn yourself facing to the other end and do the same. Choose the leg and start the movement. Gently bend yourself one by one closer to the toes. Bringing awareness to the steps, the actual steps you have to take today or this week. Very good. To achieve your goals. Very good. We are done with this one. You can rotate your shoulders, bring them closer to your ears, and then bring them back in neutral position. Very good. From here, I invite you to go on the mat and bring your knees, your feet, and your hands on the mat. But let's begin by flowing there, and we can start by making sure that you're standing stable on the ground. Take deep breath in, and at the same time, bring both of your hands through sides above your head. Deep inhale, hands together, and bring your upper body down close to the mat through your body center line, and the back stays straight. Very good. From here, bring your arms on your legs. Bring yourself up halfway until the hands are on the knees. Hold yourself here a little and breathe deeply. Take the next deep inhale. And through exhale, lower yourself again. And depending on your flexibility level, slowly try to guide yourself forward or bend your knees and move forward into downward facing dog. From here, bring yourself forward into all fours so that your hands as well as the knees and the feet are firmly on the mat. We will continue here with opening through sides, what we've done before, and gently moving below the opposite shoulder. So here the main idea is that you roll slowly, fingertips, wrists, elbows, and lastly shoulders under the opposite shoulder, but the arm doesn't touch the floor. Very good. And this time, bring the arm whole weight on the floor, relax it there, your shoulder as well, and either free the other arm above your head or in front of your face. Create a little stretch here in between the shoulder blades. Take deep inhale and an exhale fully. Slowly bring the hand that's above your head in front of your face and pushing from the palm. Bring yourself open through side again. Take deep inhale and through exhale lower yourself on the mat. Now we will change the sides So slowly start with bringing the arm open to side, creating one line with the other arm, and then one by one fingertips, wrists, elbows, and shoulders below the opposite shoulder. Very good. Let's do 5 times and then proceed into the stretch. Hand open and go all the way below the opposite shoulder, relaxing the shoulder on the mat and bringing the other hand either above your head or in front of your face. Engage in a moment with yourself for a little bit and remember to breathe deeply. Slowly bring the hand in front of your face and slowly push from it and open yourself through side. Take deep inhale and through exhale, lower yourself back on the mat. Very good. From here, tuck your toes behind and push yourself up in downward facing dog. If it's not possible, keep yourself with bended knees. But in the downward facing dog, push from hands to support your back being as straight as possible and alternate the heels. So bend knee one by one and bring the heel closer to the floor. Now bring both heels closer to the floor and start to walk backwards towards your feet. From here, you can grab your hands, your elbows with your hands and bend your knees, round your back, release the arms and slowly and gently roll yourself up vertebra by vertebra. Lastly, rotating your shoulders backwards and coming into standing position. And after this, we do a little bit of cool down. So start by moving your head in circles slowly. Be aware how your neck feels during this movement. And change the sides so the direction is the opposite while doing the circles. Everyone's done a great job, and I'm really proud of each one of you who participates this early in the morning. Is a challenging time, but it's very good for your body and for your mind. Slowly bring the head back into neutral position and now tilt your head to one side. Let's say you start with the right side and bring the right hand on the side of your head to support A gentle stretch. Breathe deeply. Release the arm. Bring your head back in neutral position and change the sides. Start with tilting the head and lastly add the arm on the side of your head. The one that's thinking all the great ideas for this week. Very good. Slowly release the arm and bring your head in neutral position. And now bring both arms behind your head and gently move the head tilted forward. Very good. And bring your chin a little bit up and hold yourself here for a little bit. Bring your head slowly in neutral position and shake off any tension in your body and energize it for the upcoming week, soon to start. Thank you everyone for joining and hope to see you next week. Have a pleasant week full with ideas, creative projects, and successful days. See you!